Estoril.
Well, Estoril was out here.
Yeah.
And then we went up to Central and out to the coast and all.
They're really good. No problem.
Well, Portugal is like on the coast of the Atlantic Ocean, like also shares its coast with the Mediterranean as well, right beside Spain. The languages are actually really similar, so like in Spanish, how you would say how are you, it would be como estás, while in Portugal it's como estás. So once again, like the language are very similar because actually Portugal was a province of Spain. Also, what we're wearing right now is like traditional Portuguese costumes from the north of Portugal, as well as we'll be debuting other costumes from the Nazaré province, which is down in the south, tomorrow. Yeah, besides the pottery that's also from the north of Portugal as well. I already highlighted the costumes there that are shown by the dolls. Other than that, like, if you're interested, please take a look at our pamphlets. Okay? Well, my name's Jordan Gaspar. Very nice to meet you guys. Have a good day, guys.
This is a costume instrument, right?
Yeah. Alright. Really demonstrate too. Yeah, that's why I want to play.
Very loud.
Very loud.
Thank you. Very interesting. I like the clothes.
Thanks. It's from the north of Portugal, actually. Like, tomorrow we'll be in different costumes.
Oh yeah? What is this, like the... Oh, good.
And now we are two separate countries, Czech Republic over there and Slovak Republic right here. We are part of the European Union and we have the euro currency. We have 5.5 million people and we are divided into regions, east, west, north and south. Our capital city is Bratislava and we have the most famous hockey players in NHL. Such as Chara. We used to have Dimitra, but for him, yeah, rest in peace. Then Shata, who else is there? Dimitra, and Marian Hossa, and the goalkeeper, Lishka,
The German culture?
Yeah.
What can I say? It starts way back, long time. And actually, the German you know exists only since 1880, 1870 under Bismarck. He really puts the so-called German Republic together at that time. Before that, it was all little groups and divisions, but he finally put it all together. Yeah, what else can I say? Well, it's a powerful country when it comes to the economy, right?
Very intelligent people. Yeah.
And the thing is what it kind of makes it strong is once you do something, they do it right. No fooling around. And one of the reasons why they're successful nowadays is the apprenticeship they do in any trades whatsoever. They really spend the money on to train the people properly. Okay? And that's where the secret is. It's not, when you're an apprentice, you're not necessarily producing. You're learning. You're learning, you're learning, you're learning. And you learn from the best. And that's why they're fairly successful in what they're doing. And the other thing that's kind of interesting was when Germany lost the First World War, the Britain said, we're going to make you guys suffer. Anything you build, you guys have to stamp made in Germany so that nobody buys it. And it backfired. Because now when it says made in Germany, people think it's a very good product.
And I'm born in Canada, and my parents are German and grandparents are German, and I'm spending time teaching my children German, and that's for me very important to live in Canada, but to keep our culture and to share it with our children so they can be Canadian and German at the same time.
Can I have your name?
Peter.
He's not big guy. Not too big. Not too big. But he's so big.
It has to do with there's a lot of water in the Netherlands.
Oh,
right?
that's why.
So the wooden shoes, I believe that is their origin. Which makes it easier to get around, right?
More durable or?
They are remarkably comfortable. You wouldn't think wood would be comfortable, but you know, I've been told that they're quite comfortable.
Classes. Well, he was put it into public example. Joo, niin se on semmoinen vähän keittynyt, että se on tuominen.
Finland is a wonderful country with lakes, lots of lakes and forests, and blue sky, white clouds, just like birch. It's the old-fashioned birch bark shoes. They used to make a lot of things out of birch bark. This is birch as well.
Oh,
so,
this is the bark?
Yeah.
What they love?
Nature.
Nature.
They love nature. Yes, they love nature. They're very reserved type of people. depending what part of Finland you are from, but a lot of them are very reserved, so it may take you a while to get to know people, but once you know, you got friends, you're friends forever. My name is Helena.
Helena.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, hi. Oh, this is Norway.
Now, Norway is located on a coastline. It's very rugged, very mountainous. It's a very wealthy country. It has good social services and a long tradition dating back to the Vikings. It's been Christian for over 1,000 years, but before that they worshipped the Norse gods. They worshipped the Norse gods. Norse, N-O-R-S-E, Norse gods. Thor, Odin, Freya, Frey. Yes, they're very good seamen, and they're known for their raiding and for their pillaging, but basically they were more explorers than traders. The Vikings went all over the world.
Yeah.
And they were the first ones to come to North America at 1000 AD. They landed in Newfoundland. Oh, Norway, well, Norway really does preserve its heritage. Every area of Norway has its own costume, has its traditional costume. They're all different. Each little section has its own traditional dress and some foods and crafts. Like these are traditional. This is the painting. It's called rose mowing. This is one of the embroideries. It's called Hardangersam. And then there's also wood carving. And tatting, and they make pictures out of embroidery. So yeah, there's a lot of arts and crafts. Because of the long winters where it's dark, the people do a lot of work with their hands because they can't go outside very much. Skiing is very popular in Norway, as is hiking. Norwegians tend to focus on physical fitness. Same with all the Scandinavian countries. They all have that in common. There's a lot of Olympic champions that come from Norway in the winter sports. Skating, skiing, and that kind of thing. My name is Susan Strang. And there's a Scandinavian festival coming up in midsummer. Midsummer is when the sun doesn't set in Scandinavian countries, and so they celebrate the longest day of the year. And there's a festival in Burnaby, so it'll be just the Scandinavian countries, and there will be a Viking village. So you'll be able to explore how the Vikings used to live. They will show you some cooking demonstrations and armor, and they'll talk about their sailing and their basic culture. They'll be traditionally dressed. And each one of the Scandinavian countries will also be there with a display of their crafts and their foods and their native dress.
Here represents midsummer, and this is midsummer pole, which we have it's a very tall pole, and we decorate it with greenery, and then it's raised, and we dance around it afterwards, old and young, and it's celebrating summer. See, this is how tall it is. And when it's raised, you use poles that are crossed, and usually girls and women, they make these wreaths and put them in their hair.
Sweden.
Right. There it is.
That way.
So I'm gonna give you.
How about you? You want to do it yourself too? Very nice. Look at that. Perfect. You can do it too, eh? Game here, okay? Well, it's
it's basically a small country that's got a lot of heritage, and it's surrounded by a lot of water, made up of a lot of islands. It's got wonderful people there, and we invite you to come and visit Denmark whenever you get a chance. Well, this was a ship that was built in 1950 as a training vessel. It was a training vessel, and
I know, like it.
They took the crap out of this. They'll have camps up there.
That's where Antioch that
Yeah, that's the other camps up there, but now what Tony would do is he would rent.
I'm going to be putting some CDs in France on my property. So I need to.
In France?
Yes.
He's a Ojibwe elder. He actually makes them. He travels all across the world.
No, that's Dad.
He'll even most likely I got to kill him. Tony will fly with
Dad.
you and show you how to set it all up. You just pay him for it.